Welcome to our nightly story time, dear friends. As the world outside grows still and quiet, we're about to enter a realm where anything is possible and dreams come to life. Snuggle down into your bed, feel the comfort of your favorite stuffed animal or blanket, and let your mind drift like a feather on a gentle breeze. The story we're about to explore, Goodnight Space, is like a treasure chest waiting to be opened. So, with hearts full of wonder and eyes sparkling with excitement, let's begin our journey into a world of imagination. Goodnight Space. As the sun set on Earth, painting the sky in brilliant hues of orange and pink, little Luna stood at the window of her family's space station apartment, her dark eyes wide with wonder. The view before her was a tapestry of stars, each one twinkling against the vast blackness of space. Luna loved living on the space station, with its ever-changing view of Earth below, and the endless expanse of the cosmos all around. "Dad," Luna said, turning to her father who was adjusting the artificial gravity settings, "does space ever go to sleep like we do?" Her father smiled, his eyes crinkling at the corners behind his glasses. "Well, Luna, space doesn't sleep exactly like we do, but it does have its own special way of saying goodnight. Would you like to hear about it?" Luna nodded eagerly, her pigtails floating slightly in the low gravity. "All right then," her father said, taking her hand and leading her to the observation deck. "Let's watch space say goodnight together." As Luna pressed her nose against the thick glass of the observation window, the last rays of sunlight glinted off the solar panels of the space station, creating a dazzling light show that stretched across the curved horizon of Earth below. "You see, Luna," her father began, "as our day comes to an end, space starts to whisper its goodnights to all the celestial bodies and cosmic wonders that call it home. It starts with the closest ones first." Luna leaned forward, straining her ears to hear space's whispers. Down on Earth, as darkness spreads across its surface, cities light up like strings of pearls. From up here, we can see the planet saying goodnight to the sun and hello to the stars. Luna's imagination soared as she pictured the Earth spinning slowly, carrying millions of people into night. "Next," her father continued, "space says goodnight to our moon. As Earth's shadow falls across its surface, different parts of the moon light up and darken. It's like the moon is putting on a slow dance show for us." "Does the moon wear pajamas?" Luna giggled, thinking of the cratered surface wrapped in starry cloth. Her father laughed. "Well, it might look that way sometimes. The shadows on its surface can create all sorts of interesting patterns." As the space station continued its orbit, Luna noticed more and more stars becoming visible. She pointed excitedly at a bright one just above Earth's curve. "Look, Dad, is that a planet saying goodnight too?" "Good eye, Luna. That's Venus, the evening star. As Earth rotates, different planets become visible in our night sky. It's like they're taking turns saying hello to us." Luna nodded solemnly, taking in this new piece of information. "But now," her father went on, "as our night deepens, space says goodnight to the more distant celestial bodies. The stars, which are actually huge suns very far away, twinkle brightly. It's almost as if they're winking at us." A shooting star streaked across their view, and Luna gasped in delight. "And that," her father said with a smile, "is space's way of blowing us a good-night kiss. Those shooting stars are actually tiny bits of space dust burning up in Earth's atmosphere." Luna yawned, feeling as sleepy as she imagined the planets might be. But she fought to keep her eyes open, not wanting to miss a moment of this cosmic bedtime routine. "What about the asteroids, Dad?" she asked, remembering the rocky bodies they had learned about in her space school. The asteroids," her father said, giving Luna a gentle squeeze. "They're like the pebbles in space's grand garden. They slowly tumble through the darkness. some of them spinning as they go. In a way, their slow dance is like a cosmic lullaby. Luna tried to imagine asteroids doing a slow, sleepy ballet and giggled at the thought. But not all of space says goodnight when our day ends, her father added mysteriously. Luna's eyes widened. It doesn't. No, some parts of space are always bustling with activity. When it's night for us, it's daytime for the other side of Earth. And there are countless stars and galaxies out there that are constantly burning bright. Like who? Luna asked, her curiosity piqued. Well, there are pulsars, for example. These are special kinds of neutron stars that spin very fast and emit beams of radiation. From Earth, they look like cosmic lighthouses, blinking on and off in the night sky. Luna gasped in delight, imagining these celestial beacons spinning in the vast darkness of space. And then there are the black holes, her father continued, lowering his voice dramatically. These mysterious objects never sleep. They're always pulling in anything that comes too close with their immense gravity. A shiver of excitement ran down Luna's spine at the thought of these cosmic vacuum cleaners. Don't forget the nebulae, her father added with a smile. These huge clouds of gas and dust are like space's nurseries. Inside them, new stars are constantly being born, lighting up these colorful cosmic clouds. As Luna listened to her father's soothing voice, she felt her eyelids growing heavy. The gentle hum of the space station's life support systems created a peaceful lullaby, and the stars outside seemed to twinkle at her knowingly. Space has its own special nightlife, her father said softly. While some parts seem to rest, others come alive, creating a beautiful balance in the cosmic dance. Luna nodded sleepily, her imagination filled with images of pulsing pulsars, mysterious black holes, and colorful, star-forming nebulae. But what about the farthest reaches of space, Dad? She asked through a yawn. How does space say goodnight to the galaxies? Her father smiled, clearly impressed by Luna's question. The galaxies. They have a very special way of saying goodnight. You see, galaxies are so far away that the light we see from them has traveled for millions or even billions of years to reach us. Luna's eyes widened with surprise. Billions of years? That's right, her father explained. So when we look at a distant galaxy, we're actually seeing what it looked like a very long time ago. It's like the galaxy is sending us a goodnight message from the distant past. Wow, Luna whispered, amazed by this fact. That's so cool. It is, isn't it? Her father agreed. And some galaxies are so far away that their light is only just reaching us now. It's like they're saying good night for the very first time. Luna closed her eyes, trying to imagine the vastness of space and time. In her mind, she could almost see countless galaxies spiraling slowly, their starry arms reaching out across the cosmos. As the space station continued its silent orbit around Earth, Luna and her father sat in comfortable silence, watching the cosmic show outside their window. The blue marble of Earth slowly rotated below them, its continents and oceans clearly visible in the sunlight reflecting off its surface. Dad, Luna said after a while, her voice thick with sleepiness, I think I can hear space saying goodnight. Her father smiled and pulled her close, being careful not to set them floating in the low gravity. What does it sound like, sweetheart? Luna was quiet for a moment, concentrating hard. It sounds like a big, gentle symphony, like when you play your violin, but bigger and softer. It's beautiful and makes everything feel peaceful and magical. Her father's eyes glistened with emotion. That's wonderful, Luna. I think you've understood space's goodnight perfectly. As they sat there, embraced by the night and the soothing presence of the cosmos, Luna's father began to hum softly. It was a tune that seemed to blend seamlessly with the quiet beeps and hums of the space station's equipment, creating a perfect cosmic lullaby. Luna's eyelids grew heavier, and she leaned against her father, feeling safe and content. As she drifted off to sleep, she imagined all the celestial bodies settling down for the night. The planets slowly rotating, the stars twinkling their gentle good nights, the comets leaving trails of stardust as they passed by, and the galaxies sending their light across the vast distances of space. In her dreams, Luna soared through the cosmos like a comet, visiting each planet in turn. She danced with the rings of Saturn, raced solar wind particles from the sun, and hitched a ride on a passing asteroid. She helped tuck in baby stars in glowing nebulae and sang lullabies with her father to all the celestial bodies big and small. The universe cradled her in its cosmic embrace, whispering secrets of distant worlds and the amazing wonders of space. As the night cycle wore on in the space station, the view outside the window constantly changed. Earth continued its stately rotation below, while distant stars and planets moved across the field of view. Occasionally, a satellite or piece of space debris would zip past, a reminder of humanity's presence in this vast cosmic arena. In the space station's hydroponics bay, plants continued their silent growth, unaware of the cycle of day and night. These green habitants of the station provided both food and oxygen for the human residents, their leaves gently swaying in the artificial breeze of the air circulation system. Luna slept peacefully in her father's arms, her dreams filled with the wonders of space. Her father gazed out at the star-studded blackness, marveling at the universe's ability to inspire such wonder and imagination in his little girl. As the space station's clock signaled the approach of their artificial dawn, Luna stirred in her sleep. Her father looked down at her, smiling at the peaceful expression on her face. "Luna," he whispered gently, "it's time to wake up. Space is saying good morning." Luna's eyes fluttered open, and she looked around in momentary confusion, before remembering where she was. She floated up from her father's lap, rubbing her eyes, and then gasped in delight at the sight before her. The sun was just peeking over Earth's curved horizon, its rays painting the planet's atmosphere in brilliant layers of orange, pink, and blue. The space station, which had been in Earth's shadow, now blazed with reflected sunlight, its solar panels drinking in the energy that would power them through another day. "Look, Dad," Luna exclaimed, pointing at the sunlight creeping across Earth's surface. "Space is waking up." Her father nodded, smiling. "That's right, sweetheart. Just like us, space has its own way of greeting the new day." As they watched, the golden light of the rising sun spread across the visible part of Earth, chasing away the last shadows of night. Cities that had been twinkling like stars now faded from view in the growing daylight. In the station's hydroponics bay, plants began their daily cycle of photosynthesis, their leaves turning towards the sunlight streaming through the windows. "Dad," Luna said, her voice filled with awe, can we say good morning to space?" Her father smiled and nodded. "Of course we can. Why don't you go ahead?" Luna pushed off gently from the window, letting herself float in the center of the observation deck. She took a deep breath, and then, with all the enthusiasm of a child filled with wonder, she called out, "Good morning, space. Thank you for letting me see you say goodnight. I hope you had amazing cosmic dreams." As if in response, a bright flash lit up the sky, a meteor burning up in Earth's atmosphere, like a celestial firework celebrating the new day. Luna giggled, imagining that space was giving her a spectacular good morning in return. Her father gently caught her and guided them both back to the floor. "Come on, Luna, we need to get ready for the day. The other station residents will be waking up soon, and we have our duties to attend to." As they made their way back to their living quarters, Luna took one last look at the view outside. The space station had now moved into full sunlight, and Earth below was a brilliant blue marble streaked with white clouds. The stars had faded from view, but Luna knew they were still there, waiting to reappear when night came again. Luna smiled, feeling like she now shared a special secret with the universe. The knowledge of how space said good night and good morning to all its wonderful cosmic inhabitants. From that day on, whenever Luna looked out into space, whether during their designated day or night cycles on the station, she always made sure to wish the cosmos a good night or a good morning. And as she grew older, she never forgot the magic of that night when she learned about space's bedtime routine. It instilled in her a lifelong love and respect for the cosmos and all its mysteries. A gift as precious and enduring as the universe itself. And so, as we end our tale, we too bid good night to space, to its twinkling stars and swirling galaxies, to its mysterious black holes and colorful nebulae, to all its wonders both known and yet to be discovered. May it inspire us in our dreams and greet us with excitement in the morning, forever a source of awe and discovery in our lives. Good night, space. Until we meet again.